We're truly blessed that we live in a state with a small population where we can, as citizens, actually meet people like that, actually get to know them, shake their hand and say hello and have a conversation with them. And many of us here, I know, had the opportunity to meet and talk to Bill Janklow and George Mickelson and Jim Abner. We're a better state and we're a better people because of what Bill, George, and Jim did for us. We're also a better state because of the hard work done by our keynote speaker tonight, Mike Rounds. I'm very grateful to be here with Governor Rounds tonight so that I can tell him again how much I appreciate him. There's no way I would be governor today if not for Mike Rounds. I was telling some folks earlier tonight that in the year that Governor Rounds asked me to be his running mate, I had already decided not to run for the legislature. I had been in the Senate for 6 years. I could only run for one more term. And I had agreed to take a new job. And so I thought, well, I could only run for one more term and then I'd be limited. So I'll just focus on my new job. The filing date had passed. Someone else had filed as the Republican nominee. And I was done, I thought. And then that June day, after Mike Rounds won the nomination, he called me up and asked me to be his running mate. And it was a great thrill. And of course we won, and you know the rest. But Mike's a pretty humble person. He doesn't talk about some things publicly. During my race for governor, much was made about the state budget and the fix South Dakota was in. But everyone was in that fix. And it wasn't the cause of mismanagement of our state finances. It was the national recession. In 2009, our revenue fell. In 2010, it fell still further. And so we had a gap open up. And when I was elected, I had the opportunity to do something about it with the help of a courageous legislature. And you know, we got it back into balance, as I mentioned just a minute ago. And we're in the black. But it was a short-term problem that we could address and manage. There are many states in this union who have both short-term problems that they still have not addressed, and they also have long-term problems that they have never addressed and probably don't have the courage to address yet. Some are the result of the recession, like ours, but some are longer term, resulting from borrowing, from underfunded state pension plans, from overpromised retiree health benefit plans. Illinois continues to borrow beyond its means. California is considering still another tax increase when it's already among the highest taxing states in the nation. South Dakota never had those underlying long-term problems because of governors like Mike Rounds. Before the recession hit, Mike quietly led the way in helping add over 33,800 more jobs than when he took office. During his first 6 years, he added that many new jobs. He fully funded our state pension plan, just as all Republican governors have. Our long-term fiscal health is strong, not because of what was done last year, but because of what's been done by Republican governors like Mike Rounds for decades. Our state was in a much stronger financial condition than almost every other state in the nation because of the decisions Governor Rounds and the legislature made before the recession hit. And even with the national recession, South Dakota had more jobs when he left office than when Mike Rounds became governor. Because of his leadership, we've made improvements in our gross domestic product, visitor spending, and capital investments. Our unemployment rate is third lowest in the nation. We've made substantial investments in ethanol production and wind energy. Our schools received $109 million more in funding during his 8 years. We have record enrollments and dramatically more research at our state universities and technical schools. And he secured the future of Ellsworth and continued the development of the Homestake Lab. All this happened because of the hard work of the people of South Dakota, our state legislators, and because of the leadership of Mike Rounds, Ladies and gentlemen, our very special speaker tonight, Governor Mike Rounds.